Welcome back to another Tequila Bums review presented by Green Valley Wine and Spirits, 344 Commons Drive in Bolingbrook, Illinois. I am Baloney. I'm back with my hermano Joey P. Salud, Joey.
Salud.
And today we have something special for you guys. It's something that's been hyped up within the last 4 years or so, I would say. It's a tequila from a legacy distillery, but not technically the distillery. It's just a legacy name.
It's the family name.
So this is Lalo. We've got the Lalo Blanco and then the High Proof Lalo coming from NAM 1468 in Los Altos de Jalisco. And I'm excited, Joey. What can you tell me about this?
This is some exciting stuff here because, the world fell in love with Don Julio. And what we're here to show you today is that we found out several years ago that the family that brought you Don Julio, now the grandson and another co-founder have brought us Lalo. So they're bringing back the original 3 ingredients that made their family legacy much, much proud back in the day. And right now, they've done it right here and there. So looking at some of the processes they've had to go through in their region, Los Altos, Jalisco, is they're using some of their deep well water in order to produce some of this. And in doing so, that water gives a very specific flavor profile. And I loved every single sample of this ever since I got to taste it.
Yeah, like I mentioned, it's been hyped. It's been they're knocking it out of the park. They're doing things right. So a lot has been said about Don Julio. Obviously, the name Don Julio carries a lot of weight within the tequila, families. Then, after making their tequila for so many decades, they sold to Diageo, a gigantic corporation in the liquor world. A lot of people got mad at that. I've seen an interview with Lalo or Eduardo Gonzalez, and he's mentioned that he's bringing the tequila back to his family, but more importantly, back to Mexico. A Mexican-owned tequila, not part of a giant corporation or anything like that. But yeah, the main thing about this too, the price points are perfect for someone just getting into tequila. They've mentioned that they're only gonna do Blanco tequilas. They don't have any interest in doing anything else. No finishing, nothing fancy, aged. Nothing aged. They're doing something correctly, and they know they can keep doing it, and we're gonna keep buying it.
Yeah, absolutely. Because the Blanco in particular, before the High Proof, the High Proof is a limited edition. So to the masses right now, anyone that has ever not had tasted real Blanco tequila that could go great in anything, sip still, or even in a cocktail, a margarita, or Paloma. This is the end-all, be-all right here. You can't go wrong with this Lalo because of the original recipe, the 3 main ingredients, the region that the agave is brought from, which agave is a tequilina agave in particular, and that's the one that's sourced for this product. You cannot go wrong with this.
Yeah, and like I mentioned, you mentioned the 3 ingredients. I like it when we do the bourbon bums reviews. I call like Wild Turkey a bourbon fastball. You know what you're getting when you're drinking a Wild Turkey product. You know what you're getting when you're drinking a silver tequila made by Lalo Gonzalez.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
all right. So yeah, we gave you a little bit of the history behind the tequila. Before we get you the tasting notes and everything else, we're going to play a quick ad from our sponsor at Green Valley Wine and Spirits.
Green Valley Wine and Spirits in Bolingbrook is the best liquor store in the southwest suburbs. Come see their newly expanded and remodeled location for all your liquor needs. They have a great craft beer selection, an ever-expanding portfolio of tequilas and bourbon, and a new wine rack showcasing the best wines around. And while you're there, stop by their newly added tasting bar to try all the Bourbon Bum store picks before you buy. That's Green Valley Wine and Spirits, 344 Commons Drive at the corner of Route 53 and I-55 in Bolingbrook. And tell them the Bum sent you.
All right, thank you to Green Valley. Joey P, I'm excited about this. Let's do a little quick cheers. Salud.
Salud.
So I've got the regular Blanco. You've got the High Proof. We did a little switch back and forth before we hit record. So I know what you're drinking. I know those flavors. I'll start with the regular Blanco itself. Cooked agave, really crisp cooked agave. There's some really sweet vegetal notes. But the thing that stands out for this tequila at this price point is the mouthfeel.
Yeah.
It's coating, it's velvety. It drinks like a $100, $200 tequila, and you're getting it at $49.99.
Yeah, absolutely. And I can tell you now, having tried for the first time the high proof, so that's at 108 proof. This one right here is basically, and we joked about this before, this is the Lalo on steroids, but in a good way.
It's cranked up to 11.
It's cranked up to 11. This has the same agave on the nose, right off the palate and off the bat, but off the palate you get that immediate, like almost instant, like a baking spice from the bourbon world.
There's just a lot more pepper to that one.
A lot more pepper, and it's great. It really is for those that want that little extra oomph, and they're high proof. This is it right here.
Yeah, for yours, I got there's a little bit of citrus to yours where I don't get much in here. This is just cooked agave. It's like a little bit of vanilla, and that's it. Well, where that one, it's a little more complex, and obviously it's going to be more complex at a higher proof point.
Right.
But both of these are really good. All right, let's get to our grades, Joey. Let's start with the Blanco. Like I mentioned, tequila fastball. I think it's a good barometer to any silver tequila. I think this is the weight where it's measured. This should be where everything is measured. So I'm going 8.5 for that.
You're going 8.5, and if you're going 8.5 on the Blanco. And I'm such a huge fan of the Blanco. Now having tried the high proof, I'm going to go just a step beyond and go with the 8.6 because that high proof point for me, I'm a high proof lover of still strength tequilas and Blancos. It just puts it that much over the edge for me, and I love them both.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked if you put it a couple points higher, even if you went 8.7, 8.8. But yeah, it's just a step above it. We should mention there is a huge demand right now for high proof offerings. I mean, I feel like everyone is coming out with a high proof tequila.
Yes.
And that's awesome. So that's a little tease for our future video because there's so many good high proof offerings that I'm a fan of, and we want to bring them out and review them for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's more to come. If you haven't already, tried a Lalo for approximately MSRP, $50. If you're able to find the high proof, which I highly recommend also, it's at $79.99 in most places. Go ahead and try them both out. Happy Margarita Day, National Margarita Day on the day of this filming.
We're recording this on National Margarita Day, and we're drinking straight tequila. Neat.
But if you ever needed the perfect mixer, here you go.
Yeah, I dig that. All right, thank you guys for watching. Thank you to Green Valley Wine and Spirits, 344 Commons Drive in Bolingbrook, Illinois. And we'll see you soon for another Tequila Buns video. Salud.
Salud.